folks, Bobby here. Just an update for OL people. We have a new Brightspace template for OL. It's new out this year. I've been working on it for months and it's finally ready to go. I would recommend it for any new courses that are in development, any courses that are going for big changes, any new workshops. It's all ready for you. Now, there are a few changes. I'm just going to point a few of them out. Nothing major, just some things to make it more mobile friendly, more concise. It'll all look very familiar. Bit of a font color change, which is a good font color. It's accessible. Also, the new changes are going to just make it easier if someone's on a mobile or an iPad or a device other than a laptop, which is, of course, becoming more common. So I'm just going to walk you through this quickly. I'm just going to zoom myself out of the way so I can show you how this works. Everything looks pretty much the same as before. The layout is exactly the same. It's the module setup that you're familiar with. No changes there. Table welcome introduction module and 6 preset modules with all the same pages that you're used to. No changes there. What you're going to notice is just a couple things. The first is that there is a bit of a color change in the font. It's gone to a green color as opposed to an orange. Everything else is the same. The images are the same. The facilitator page, you'll see that maybe the images are a little bit larger there. The main difference is how content's organized. So instead of having multiple pages for things or long scrolly pages, it's more concise. So there's these accordion features now where you can put content in. And why this is important, because if I look at it from the view of an iPad, for example, all the information is showing up on the page without being too scrolly. Or if I was an iPhone X, for example, you can look at the content without having to scroll too far. Like everything fits in nicely. And this is important. So we don't have too much content and too much scrolling around. So this is a new feature, the accordion feature. Again, going through the site, you'll see a lot of the pages are quite similar. Another feature is tabbing. So instead of having things sequentially on top of each other, we can add content horizontally. And again, if I go look at it from a mobile or iPad, there's the content is easier to view and access and less scrolling around. It's just a better design. It's more contemporary. So for example, the webinar page, you can add before session resources, prepare for the session information, and link to it. And all the information is quite easy to access. So the pages all pretty much move like this. Not too much of a difference. Same format for resources. The resources again at the bottom. Instead of being one on top of each other with the icons, it's just side-by-side tabs. And so when I go into the modules themselves, you'll see a similar layout there for the overview page, standard, what you will do, and then readings, graphics, videos, websites, all moving horizontally. All the other pages look more or less the same. It's just that slight different in color. Let's just look at a Padlet page. You can see here that it's the same setup. Also, again, when I'm talking about adding resources, let's say there's an assignment page. The assignment page will have, for assignment resources, you can have the readings and multimedia and websites. So there's fewer icons than we had before, but the headers are still quite easy to see. And yes, this is accessible for screen readers as well. So this is a new layout. It looks good. It's nice and tight. Similar structure we were using before, but I think this is probably where we want to be going with future stuff. So yeah, so without any further demonstrations, if you have any questions, let me know. Think about what sites you're using or working on that you might want to switch to this new template and give me a call. Bye.